Hello, YouTubers and all those wrapping to watch. Do apologize for the crappy camera to monitor here, as of course I did try to record this and it was just very choppy and terrible. So I mean, it's better than nothing, right? And today I'm going to be showing off for all those who are quirky about Dungeon Defenders, the Ceres EV, and she is a hero support class. And by support, I mean she's a jack of all trades, just like the monk and of course the extra 4 characters that came out additionally. Now, as you can see here, she has a photon beam, which is pretty much her standard DPS style tower of sorts. Even though it's a beam, they don't really call it a tower, they call it just a flat out beam. And what this does is you can drag it across a certain length. I remember correctly, it's 6 or 7. Yep, 6. So you can stretch it that far out, and see, it also, you can put it on top of areas too. So I think that can actually, if it's going across, you can probably get aerial as well as monsters of that nature. But I'm just showing you what it does DPS wise here on this dummy. I mean, again, much higher up when you're like, I don't know, 70 plus, the damage would be much better. But for now, you know, you can see what it does. It does some decent DPS. And it does even better DPS with the tower buff beam, which is a lot like the monk's buff that can practically, you know, make all these towers much stronger. So if you don't have a monk in the party, you just use your Ceres EV up and she'll give your towers a boost with this beam. If this beam's across certain towers, it boosts up their damage or doubles the damage. Pretty useful, I say. And now we also got the physical beam, which is a lot like, I mean, it doesn't really damage any enemies per se, but it's pretty big, or it can be pretty huge. See? It goes up to 5. And what that does is it practically prevents any enemies going through. And you can go through it no problem. I mean, this is essential once you level it up enough. But again, it's pretty cool. I like the class. I'll show you a demonstration of how she works. Now, I would say I would not put all my cards on the table and say that she's the best at soloing, because I never personally did this on the harder difficulties yet with her. But that goes across 3, so it's still pretty big. And what this does right here, which is the if I remember, reflection beam. There we go, brain fart. The reflection beam, like, it disrupts any projectiles. So any any archers or any monsters such as like ogres want to grief your towers, this will deflect it. So very useful, especially with like the ramparts and, you know, use of special other areas. Pretty cool. I like the towers or the beams that this character has. Just looks all badass. I mean, she looks okay. She doesn't look that great, but I mean, her style is very interesting. I mean, she's a very interesting hybrid of sorts. As you can see right here, I'm switching between the staff and the bow, which she can change those on the fly. So if you like the power of the bow for range, you can just go, you know, or if you want to do the abilities of a staff, what you do is just go boop. And you can actually do the abilities of staff. So see? Pretty cool and nifty. But alright, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. Show you some quick level here. Now again, I'm going to pick something that I can practically be able to do with this character. So I'm not going to pick, you know, a majorly awesome super duper area here. But alright, we're going to pick this on medium, just for the, actually no, hard, because she is harder, isn't she? So okay, we're going to play this on hard. Soul Foundries. Foundries and Forges, rather. Brain fart again. Not feeling very well, guys, so do forgive me if I slur, stutter, and all that. Just my brain is just mush. So, alright, as you can see right here, get my mana. And again, she is, I wouldn't say she would be the best at soloing. I mean, I haven't seen the evidence that she would be the best at that. From my personal experience anyway. I mean, someone's probably going to correct me and go, no, I soloed the fuck out of her with her, you know, and, you know, power to them. So, she is just, I don't know, I like her. I mean, she's cool. I like the style. I like hybrid style classes anyway. I mean, when it came to Final Fantasy XI and that game, I used to play as the Red Mage a bit, and then I shifted over to Paladin and whatever, touch my dirty nipples, and again, pretty straightforward stuff. She handles quite well, and I'm gonna put this like so. And you can put it across choke points, which these are some choke points right here. I'm gonna go over here, give at least some room. And this is the first time I actually sat down and really soloed with her. I've been partying mostly with her and getting up that way level-wise. So, I mean, if you're looking for a projectile style class that has stationary style towers or blockades, she won't be necessarily the best at that. She's really good at helping other people out. I think she really shines with her damage wise. She's like a really badass hero build. I mean, she can toss these down. Once she obviously gets some majestic style armor and weapons, she'll probably be whipping ass, no problem. But early on, she's probably be really tricky to use. I mean, I haven't had too many problems with her though, but again, I digress. Anything I say could be proven wrong. I'm gonna go like that. So you can see right there, really stupid idea, but you can see right there that works. Okay, so I'm going to put this photon beam down, which what this does, I'm going to put that a little bit in between, as enemies walk across it, it does, its DPS. So we're going to try to get a couple more of these. Actually, no, I don't think we're going to be able to do too many more. So now we're going to meet that halfway. I'm not going to do this whole entire area. I'm just going to show you how it works, get you guys a generalization. So if you guys are planning to purchase this said class, you can have a little bit of eye education of sorts. So, be able to understand the class a little bit better. I mean, she's for more, I think, educated players of this game. If you're getting her because you think she just looks cool, that won't help you out too much, sadly. Because she's the type of character I think you need a, proper education with. I mean, again, I'm rusty with her because I have to get used to her solo. I mean, she's not, I don't think, anyway, as good as solo, but once I get my tower stats and all that perfected or whatever, she'll be a much better character to use. So, okay, we got some... I mean, her damage as well. I mean, you can use a Blastokiss with her, and I mean, the spiraling Vortex of Doom goes on with this character. I mean, it just leaves so much customization with her when it comes to ranged weapons. That's what makes her interesting, anyway. You can see over here, the characters got wiped out pretty decently. Okay, we're going to step back here a bit. Put another photon down. Now we got 50 left, so the heck with that, just put an extra photon down. And the cool thing about these beams is that they can be very close to each other, so that's very cool. You can double up the DPS on the said beams, or I'm just going to call them towers because it's much easier for people to know, much easier for me to say, but they're basically beams. They're very cool. I mean, I like the style of these, but again, I was basically interested in this character because I like challenging style builds anyway, or characters. And the downside of this, though, some people are probably going to find this as a downside. Some people like to stand on top of their towers. You cannot with this because you can just walk right through it, which is useful for people who get stuck between these type of builds or said towers. So it's very useful if you have like a lot of teammates trying to get by. And I'm going to put the shock beam, which is a lot like the traps that the Huntress uses. So again, you'll see where the hybridness comes in from this character. So again, we're going to go through, collect all of our... I'm just giving you a general idea anyway with all the power-ups. Probably going to get my butt rocked by the ogre because, you know, that's just how it is in the life of trying new things out. Experimentation. So, okay, we're gonna get all of our mana. That's one more over there. Completely useless. Okay. Put that over there. Oop. There we go. This makes more sense to my eyes. Okay. And another photon beam here. And kind of crooked, I know. One more. Ooh, 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 ooh. Can be very precise. There we go. Now we're going to hit G one more time and let you guys see the fireworks. And then probably going to end it after this round, because I need to get busy and get her leveled. As you can see right here, her outfits, she's a Cybertronic robot. And, you know, she has her Metroid Samus style arm here. I'm going to give you another frontal real quick. As you can see right here, you know, she looks very Samus-y meets, you know, a general robot. Pretty cool nonetheless, right? So again, we're not going to do anything. We're just going to let this see how this works out. Yeah, pretty damaging. Got the 3 beams of doom over here. What we're going to do here is put a buff beam. Oops, not close enough. There we go. And that's the cool thing about these beams and all that. You can cross them and, you know, so let these characters run through so you can see the damage. Just fun to watch nonetheless, right? I mean, I get a kick out of these kind of characters anyway. So yeah, I mean, that is the said characters, Series EV. I would recommend this character if you do like the jobs such as the Monk and you love a good challenge with a character to level with. At first though, it will be a pretty rocky ride when it comes to learning and getting used to, and you know, because her damage output when she's younger is a little weak. It's a little underwhelming, so to speak. I mean, it's decent but a little underwhelming. Design wise, you know, she doesn't look that great. I mean, she looks okay, but, you know, again, this isn't really a review. This is me just showing off the character, so you guys see what it looks like and how it works if you are a Dungeon Defenders fan. If this is gonna, you're gonna ask me if this is gonna be on the consoles. Sadly, no. The company, you know, when it comes to costs and all that, it's, you know, they can't afford that to keep up with this type of stuff. I mean, they would love to, you know, constantly support the consoles with this. I mean, don't beat me around the bush with that. I mean, beat me around the bush. What the hell am I saying? I must be really sick. But yeah, you know, don't shoot the messenger. That's pretty much what's going down with that. You know, yeah. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and, you know, leave your feedback down below. What do you think of the character? Do you think she's cool? Do you think she's, you know, something you wouldn't want to waste $3 or $4 on? But again, leave comments down below, and as always, take care.